Hey there, happy Labor Day, happy Monday, all that kind of stuff. I am, I need to rest. So I need to take a little minute to do something that's not any kind of work. And so, what do I do when I want to do that? One of the things I do is color. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, what did I do? Hello. That's I'm also streaming on Twitch at Messy Desk Coloring, so you can also join on there if you like. Uh, it's Mandala Monday, hosted by Monday 25, hosted by M Beans Color with Me, and Crafting with Pat and More is the co-host. And this is probably something I will post once I'm finished for that. Um, I'll finish it first though. So that's what we're gonna do now. And I'm gonna try and be a good girl and put my gel pens away when I'm finished. Because right now they're still all over my desk because I was afraid I would forget what I had used. So I got them like all out on the desk. Most of them at least. And now I'm picking them out. Let's see, green. I don't know, I suppose I could use some pencil in here too, but I really want to make this exclusively gel pens because I don't really use my gel pens that much. And I need to use them up and learn how to use them too. So I'm trying to move the pencils that are on my desk because I got a slew of those on here. Ooh, and they're just rolling around. So check to make sure there's no more gel pens hiding out. Okay, I think we got them all. Now I kind of want these in something where they're not gonna roll around. What do I have? I can pick them out of there and it'll fit on my desk and not fall off. That's, got a lot of requirements there. I don't see anything that's going to do that for me right now. Shoot. Shoot. So, just put them, line them in the case. Kind of, sort of. See if I can do that. See if that'll stay. If you hear a crash, you'll know what it is. No, I don't like that. Because then if I want another pen, I don't know how I'm going to do that. So let's just do this. Okay. Oh, blow out my candle. Don't need my candle on for that. Okay, here we go. Whew, it is kind of warm in here. Am I gonna cool off if I sit still for a while? Because I was running around the house doing stuff. Is that? What is that? I don't know if I want to start with that. Let's start with pink. Let's do pink. Pink, pink. Hey, Vibrant. Well, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I'm just chilling right now. Do I want some music? I could do that. I can do it. Yes, I can. You can do it, Water Boy. I never saw that movie, but other people have that I know, and they always say that all the time. Let's see. You know where I'm going. Jason Lewis Mind Amend. He's got something new. I may not be able to listen to it all the way, but let's listen to it at least part of the way. But let me turn them down the volume a little bit. It might be loud. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. Something different to use. Okay, well, my speaker's on. Where's the sound? Child, my computer's been acting like way weird lately. There's music. Oh, there it is. It was my fault. I always got an MP3 version of this one too. I'm posting this to my wall if you want to see what I have on. I don't know how long I'm going to have it on for because it looks like it might be a really active one. So that might not be good for me to color to. I don't know. It looks like a fun one to do housework to though. It's got a toucan. Good one to cycle to, on a stationary bike. Hey. Yeah, I like this one. I don't know. Somehow I feel like I shouldn't play this. I don't know. But I do share. This sounds like a really good one. I'm pausing it. I don't want to. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know what the logistics of music on YouTube is. But go to my wall, and I'm gonna get the MP3 of it so I can have it for in my car. Although in my car it might make me speed. I don't know. We'll go a little more chill. We'll go with chill hop on Restream. I know that's safe. Someday I'm going to research the logistics of playing music on YouTube because, um, by the time I get to do it, there won't be any YouTube anymore. It already seems like it's lasted longer than so many other things. That makes me feel like days might be numbered. When you see a lot of things come and go, you start getting paranoid about them. I'm not paranoid about it, but I'm conscious of it. To put it that way. Some folks act like it's gonna be here for forever. It's like we don't own it. Remember that. And I won't go on my rant about digital music either. I promise I won't. And digital games. These are the kind of things our lawmakers should be working on. That's what they should be working on. I don't know, maybe they are, but I haven't really heard much about it. I know they have that, was it that DCM or DCRM regulation that I don't know who that's through, but I understand protecting the rights of certain things, but I feel like, I don't know, I just don't like how digital products can be taken away from you when you've paid for them. It's like they have the money and then you have no product because of something that happens, whether the platform changes or the way to access it disappears. The operating systems it'll work on, changes. This has happened to me too many times where I'm really aggravated with that. Okay, I won't rant about that now. I said I wasn't gonna, and I did anyway, because I can't help it. So I try and stay on only for an hour because I have other stuff I need to do. And I want to, what time is it? Okay. I want to eat something for dinner before 6 o'clock. Among other things. Let me get home. I want to learn some technique with these things. This is why I try to stay on one side of this because I don't want to smear anything. And I forgot about that just now until just now. So I'm gonna try and stay on one side. Not really having anything special for dinner because I wasn't gonna cook today. I was like, nope, not doing it. With other things I needed to do. If there was gonna be any cooking, my husband was gonna have to do it, and he didn't do any, so. People there. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. It's really low for me, so I'm hoping it's good for you. What is that? That song in the song. Changing it. I don't like that. Oh, oh, I did those green. Oh, how is that one doing the same thing? I don't like that beat in the background. That's annoying. Oh, so I missed one. I wanted to keep them all green, but you know what? I can do so that it'll be this color on this side and it'll match. And then do the rest of them green, maybe like these. Need some green on this side. I should have gotten a glass of warm water just in case I need to activate some of these. But hopefully they'll activate. Oh, this is the hot ink. I downloaded my, I guess, 2 weeks of, well, I went to the site for the Dover samplers. They had one on the 22nd and another one on the 29th. I actually only printed one set from there, I think. Yeah. They had magical mandalas, which like I don't know if I downloaded that before or not. That was the only one I downloaded. I didn't really like the other choices they had this time. Just really wasn't feeling it. Excuse me. Sure. And then they also had a couple of things that I already have downloaded, so I wasn't going to do those again. Um, the Healing Vibes, which has some really nice pictures in it, was one of them. And I don't know, I didn't check RJ Hampson's in my emails from RJ Hampson because I got to make sure I always get those when in the new month. You got to get it within the month or you lose it. The free picture you get from him from signing up for his site. So I got to make sure I remember. If I don't, I'll never have it again. I want to really try printing some PDFs on that 290 GSM oil acrylic paper. See if my printer will do it for one. And I didn't go on the ground. Let's see. I didn't finish those either. Hmm. I put green at the outside of this, but I don't know. I might wind up changing that. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Did I do that? It looks like that one I didn't do. I didn't really watch any movies or anything this weekend. I thought I was feeling like I wanted to, but I just didn't. And then I almost started to because I got to iron some clothes. And, but I wound up doing something else in preparation for that. And then it was like I was sweating up a storm and like some organizing stuff. And I was like, I need to go rest now. I'm like sweating like a pig. So I didn't. That's too much green, but I'm just gonna go with it because. So I know when is it? When's the 5th? Friday. Keep Annie's crafts for hope in your prayers this week because she's supposed to have surgery on Friday. So I've been praying for her because that can be it can be an anxiety inducing thing, and with what it's for, I want to make sure that they do a good job. Then they find everything they're supposed to find and deal with it appropriately, and praying for the hands and eyes and judgment of the surgeons and the OR nurses, and praying for a peaceful heart and spirit for Annie. He will take you through, darling. And I'm thankful for all the support that you have. That's really good that you have that. So what do we want inside? I could put green in there. We could put pink and green. Oh, where am I going to put the pink though? Oops, got sparkle on my hands. So I try not to. Okay. Really have been feeling like I want to play with paint lately, whether it's in a coloring book or and I want to play with water, either in the coloring book or something else. But yeah, I'm just not. I can't yet. I need to. I can't yet until I get some things out of the way on my desk and get an easier setup to change out between work stuff and play stuff. I might get the Neo colors out though this week because I really do want to play. Can't deal with the Gamsol. I just like my nose and the Gamsol. I don't know, but I might get brave and do it. But What color is this purple? Why is my nose running? Went out for Mexican food on Saturday to celebrate some birthdays. I don't know when's the last time I had a drink. I don't even know. If I did, it probably was a glass of wine, and I still don't remember when that was. But um, yeah, a year or more ago. It's that much I remember. But I had two margaritas. They were really good. Pomegranate flavor. The food was so good. Wish we had an Indian restaurant here. It'd be nice to have one close by. Shoot, I want all the restaurants. Give me an Indian restaurant, an Ethiopian restaurant. We don't even have a Greek diner, which, like, I know that's not really where you go for Greek food necessarily, but um, sometimes they will have some things on the menu, like a nice moussaka and a few things like that. What is this? Spanakopia, whatever that thing is called. Um, but just I always like a good diner, and the ones we had here are no longer. We do have one that's like world famous, basically, or at least USA famous, but it only serves breakfast, and it closes at like I don't know, it closes by noon. I like a good 24-hour diner. Then the city that I'm from, the one diner that was like really like big time. Hey, B Dub, sorry, I can't get that out my mouth. Welcome. Yeah, I love Mexican food. And actually, like when we went to Houston, because my husband lived in Houston for a while, and yeah, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I was in heaven. I was in heaven. I was in heaven. The burritos there, they had this place that made burritos that were like the size. They were big. They were like the size of my arm, like from here to here. They were that long, and they were thick, a little bit thicker than my arm at my fattest point here. They were monsters. They were like four meals for me. And we actually brought some home and put them in the freezer, which I guess people often do with their burritos when they come in from out of town. Oh my gosh, they were so good. But I had chimichangas because I hadn't had that in ages, and I remember that was the first thing I ordered out as an adult, a young adult, graduating from high school. That was the first thing I ordered from a restaurant when there were Chi restaurants, Chi-Chi's. Yeah, we went to Chi-Chi's one night after or before clubbing, I think. And yeah, I got chimichangas. They were so good. That place does things right. Yeah, I shouldn't be trying to like go over, but I'm kind of getting this part filled in a little bit, which is good. I'm gonna do. I just feel like doing this online is like the easiest way. Doing it on a live is the easiest way for me to get it done because I'm more, um, you know, it's not like run your mouth and color at the same time. So it's kind of like an afterthought. So you're not really thinking about all the filling in that you're doing. You're just doing it, which seems to be kind of helpful. This one doesn't come out that smooth. It's so weird. I'm gonna have to like kind of blend it in with another gel pen because it doesn't really want to do what it's supposed to. Oh, I wanted to get dessert, but one, I was full just from the food, and I only ate half of it, but I was full. And two, it's like everything that I wanted. It's that's gonna taste better, you know, fresh. And like by the time I get home, it's not gonna be fresh. Thank you, B Dubs. But plus, I honestly I wasn't really in the mood for sweets. My watch is telling me get up and move. I'm not gonna. I'm not ready yet. What am I gonna do with that? I have some other greens here and I can't remember what they look like. Maybe I shouldn't do that right now. Let's go over here. Is this one of those that doesn't work? Seems like it doesn't want to. Yeah, check the weather for tomorrow. See if it's gonna rain. Keeps seeming almost like it. I don't know, almost like it wants to rain today, like this afternoon. It's been seeming that way. But then it gets sunny again and it doesn't. So I'm not sure what it's gonna do. I don't know that I like that green there. Isn't there another pink? Some of these colors are too salmon. They're not pink enough. Oh, thought it fell out the case. I'm gonna leave it out for a while. We need to bring those refills. Comes with a slew of them. Let's see, is this pink? It looks pink. Hmm. And where am I going with it? I don't even know. Does it right? I have to shake it. Or I'll let it dry a little bit and then I'll do the light pink to fill in between. Give it a little contour or whatever that word is. Oh, there we go. It's happening now. Maybe this is a keeper. And if you notice, I just go and I just fill in the blank. I don't have any kind of order. I just try to make sure that the that I keep the same color, like try not to have it right up against each other, So, ooh, in the 80s. Yo, hot, hot, hot. I think it might be in the 70s here, like mid to low, I think, which is warmer than it was last week. We had like a sudden cold spell last week. What's this? Is this more green or blue? Looks like it's sparkly. I like sparkles. So what's going on with that one? I am craving chocolate today. I wish I had a chocolate chip cookie. I don't like that green. Where else can I put it? There's a little sparkle to it. Come out too good on that. Ooh, Reese's Cups. Yum. I have like some chunk chocolate from like the local candy maker or whatever in the freezer. But I don't really want chocolate like that. Not in that form. Plus, that's hard. I mean, with braces, I gotta break it up before I can try to, eat it. And it's frozen, so yeah, that's like, yeah. By the time I do all that work trying to break it up, the thrill is gone. It's a different color. And speaking of chocolate, oh my gosh. Like we had went to BJ's Wholesale like last week when I had after my orthodontist appointment, and they didn't have Swiss Miss hot chocolate, hot cocoa, because I get the canister, and like how recently in the past year or whatever, they switched over to for that big can, they switched over to a smaller can and they're charging more. It's like $11 for a 2 pound container. Well, they didn't have. I finally broke down and it's like, that's the only hot cocoa I like. And I like putting hot cocoa in my coffee. And so, since they were all out in the store. So I ordered it online to be shipped, along with something else they didn't have that, like, it's like, well, you had it the other day. So I ordered that too. And so the shipment came the other day, and the box was huge that they had it in. And my husband opened up the box because it was addressed to him. And I look in there, there are these huge canisters, and I ordered four. They are like what is it? 48 4.8 pounds or something like that, as opposed to 2 pounds. And I got them for the same price, $10.79. So that's kind of like I got what 10.79 should look like, instead of what 10.79 in the store actually looks like, 2 pounds. And I got four of them, so now I got hot cocoa coming out the yin yang. I have enough for probably a year and a half. Oh my gosh. I looked, I was like, why is it so big? So then I wondered, like, is this just like really old or something? But I looked at the cans and it says it's good until 2027, the end of 2027. So yeah, I got blessed big time. Hey Jill, I got blessed. It was good that they were out in the store, because if they had got it in the store, I would have only gotten 2 pounds for $10.79. So that was quite a surprise. I mean, here I'm thinking those cans aren't even around anymore. And the cans that I got, they even say on there, I think there's a little more than is usually in them, because it says like something percent more or something like that. I don't know. So it was a blessing they didn't have them in the store, because I got a better deal. So I'm thinking what happened, they made them take all, because there was a time where I couldn't even find it on the shelf, any Swiss Miss. And I think what they did, they had everybody ship back what they had in the big canisters. They had them ship it back, and then gave them the smaller ones. You know, they had to wait until the smaller ones came, and they were selling those, which is like really a ripoff. But I guess there is something going on um, with cocoa growers and stuff. So I had heard that chocolate prices were going to be going up because of availability. And then with all this other nonsense going on, I'm sure it'll go up because of that too. Or even if it doesn't go up, companies will do that to kind of head off any losses at the pass, you know, as a buffer. And I think sometimes they just do that to be greedy and say, well, it's supply and demand. Sometimes there's a legitimate reason they do that, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just straight up taking advantage. Yeah, that was a blessing. What did they do? I don't know if I like this color here, but it's too late now, isn't it? It's going now. I looked at some PDFs yesterday or the day before, and I almost got someone that was like, no, why are you doing that? You got enough. You got enough mandalas to color. I do want to try and finish one of my mandala books to get all of them colored in. I want to finish one of them at least. So I don't need any more PDFs. Where are we going next? What did I touch? I need to flip my book around. That's probably what I really need to do. That's what I do when I'm not, on on a live. When I'm just sitting here coloring, I do flip my book around because I like to get to things. Should I use? Oh, yeah, what am I gonna do? Can I get there? I might need to. Hold up. Let's see if we can do this without too much damage. Oh, and if you can still see it, you can see my phone. That's okay. There's my phone. Say hi to my phone. Let me close it because I don't want the. I don't want the. I don't know. I don't know what I don't want. Oh, then there's this. Shoot. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be able to color. I think I got it. And now I'm hitting my mouse. I don't want to close out of here by mistake. That would be bad. That would be bad. So now I got to move a mouse. Ooh, what did I just do? What did I do? Because I got 3 mice on my desk and it's a mess around here. Because I was trying to figure out how to put my other computer on, which is like a stand, one of those all-in-one things. Okay, I gotta move the mouse. It's not gonna work because it's gonna keep hitting it. Oops, and then it fell. When I was setting up OBS on that computer because that's the one that I have Steam on and I have the EA app on there, and so oh yeah, there's 3 of these. 1, 3 sets. I don't see another one. Yeah, this is what I needed to do. I needed to flip it. And what was I saying? Why I have 3 mice on the desk. Yeah, and I have to go back and figure out why when I was playing Sims Medieval, why it doesn't show full screen. Because I'm playing full screen and it doesn't let me, like, I can't see the chat on there because it's full screen. And yet when it broadcasts, it's almost like it leaves space for the chat. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Something in my settings. I'm sure it's something about that I'm doing. It's a me thing, but I gotta figure it out. And I think I put some green in here, but I'm covering it up with this. That spot. I really like this color. You tell? Uh-oh, don't mess it up. I'm gonna have to check out Jill's channel to see what projects she's working on. I still haven't been to the dollar store. I don't know. I hope it's still there. Oh, I just found out. I found out Saturday that we're getting a Five Below. I'm like, finally, something useful. I'm so excited. Well, because we had a store that was like that. That was, I don't know if it's something that's just mostly like in northern New York or what, but it was called Real Deals. Man, I got some great stuff from there. Do I have my armadillo over here? No, I don't. I got my armadillo from there. But I used to get a lot of things from there to set up, a scene for a still life or whatever. I can't remember what you call doing that. But I would buy nice, things, bottles and all kinds of decorative things to set up a still life, to color. I mean to paint. Um yeah, and I don't even know when they left. I don't know when they suddenly became no longer there. Um and then they had the dollar store, which, it's not quite the same as this place Real Deals was, but it sounds like Five Below is more like um, how our Real Deals was. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know when they're going to finish it, but I'm looking forward to it. I think they're taking over the space that Big Lots had. It looks like. I didn't realize we are the GNC. I don't even know how long it's been gone, but it's not there anymore. I thought I was gonna go and get something from there one day, and it says closed permanently. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't shop here enough, so they closed. I used to love the sesame, those sesame stick things that they used to have in my hometown. I used to work downtown, and there was one in the downtown mall. And I can't remember now which color this thing is. Is it the light? It must be this one. Um, and I always used to go in there to get those sesame sticks. I love those things. I love sesame, period. And I love pistachios, which I can't eat right now. I'm telling you, I'm making a list of all the things I want to eat the minute I get these braces off. I'm gonna have a list. Pistachios. I can kind of eat apples, but it's just not as enjoyable because I eat them with the skin on, and yeah, it's I'll be all up in my braces. It's like it's not enjoyable if I don't even get the benefit of the fiber in it because like it's all up in my braces, and then I don't get the pleasure of eating it because like yeah, well I can rinse my mouth and then swallow, but like ugh, that even sounds gross saying it. I don't even want to say it, but that's the only way I can get it, and then still there'll be some stuck in my braces, so it's like this is gross. It's gross. So I'm really looking forward to that. All my healthy eating habits got really messed up with these braces. No raw carrots. Yeah, it's kind of the things that I miss. But kind of one of my go-to breakfasts was just like mm, a little bit of yogurt. Like I don't even know how to say how much. It's probably like an eighth of a cup or something like that. Um, Crush a few walnuts in my hand, sprinkle them on top, slice up some apples and put them in there. Sprinkle wheat germ on top, and then drizzle it with honey. Yum! I gotta. I have. I just don't get the joy of eating that kind of things now, because if I could try, but I got to be worried about the brackets and the process, and it's like nope. But it's countdown. September 8th. I go. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see if these two teeth have moved. One has stayed in place enough, and the other one has moved enough, and then we might be scheduling for when they come off. And get my retainer. Wait, I want to go over on this side. You do. Hot pink over here. I need to study my French. I got to do that before the end of the day. I eat, iron clothes, a few of them, and do my French. Oops, there's one more. This looks very 1960s to me. With these colors. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not really all that fun to like sit in a seat and have your mouth open and somebody digging in it. Kind of getting used to it, but and then yeah, the sound of things I think is a big deal. And it's for a good cause. Your teeth, like, really are a big deal for your overall health. I actually have a good friend. She was my best friend out of high school, and she actually passed from. She had a brain cancer, and she always had bad teeth because of and I think it was because of where she came from, and they didn't have like good dental care or whatever, and she had always had really bad teeth, and I really think that that was a part of it, of why she got what she got before she died, that caused her to die, unfortunately. Yeah, such a sweet person. I swear, her and her family, they were like very interesting. They would give you the shirt off their backs. Literally, they would do that. And at the same time, there was something about them that was very treacherous. Not her particularly, but the rest of her family, and even still, they were like they would give you the shirt off your back if you were, you know, I don't know, I don't even know what to say because there were things that they did for me that were just they were just precious, and even like when we had told the mother about this woman, a homeless woman that like would be on the streets, like even in wintertime and stuff, and um she I think the woman, she probably, I don't even know how old the woman was. She wasn't old, but she was kind of not totally in her right mind and stuff, and so um we were telling her about this woman, and she got busy. She got busy making a big pot of soup, and she crocheted and knitted a lot beautifully. She was one of those people that you could show her a sweater, and like back in the 80s, big bulky sweaters were a huge thing. You would show her the sweater, and she would knit it or crochet it, and it would look just like it or better. All the colors and everything, she'd have it. Like, she was really really talented. um don't mess with her. Don't mess with her, because like, woo. Anyway, so we had told her about this. She started cooking and made these big pots of soup, and then putting them in containers and things, and she like got a bunch of blankets and stuff that she had made, and all this other kind of stuff, and sweaters, and she made her son drive her around the city looking for that woman to give her the stuff that she together for her. And the sad thing is, the woman wouldn't take it. I don't know what they wound up doing with it after that. If they wound up just going back home, but the woman, and we kind of tried to tell her that you can't approach her, but she wasn't hearing it. And you kind of don't tell her no. So yeah, so unfortunately, the woman didn't. She, because she freaks out if you try and talk to her. That homeless woman. Yeah, but yeah, that was precious family. I think there's only two people living, only two people left from that family, which is really sad. It's really sad. Uh, Actually, I have a picture of the son that, because I didn't know even that he had been sick, but um, after he had passed, there was a picture of him that he wanted me to have, and he had told somebody who had been you know, who had been around him when he was sick, and made sure that they got that picture to me. And I still have it. I have it out down in the living room. I thought of, oh yeah, one time, because he was very handsome, extremely handsome, like, and he was actually looking into being a model. He was kind of, you know, had been approached about that, and was starting to do some things with that. And do I want green inside there? But that's close to that green. Um, and I happened to work somewhere where this woman, I guess, was pursuing him, and she was, much older than both of us. He was only like, what? He was 2 years younger than me. Yeah. At the time, was he even of age? I don't even know if he was of age at the time either. And this woman was like, older than both of us. And I didn't work in the same department as her or anything, but like we worked for the same company. And when his mother came to me to my job and asked me where was this woman. I was like, oh my god, like she's gonna kick somebody's butt, like serious, like tear them apart right here at work. I was like, I don't know, what do I do? I was like, Lord, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah, that woman needs to be talked to, but I don't know if we need a scene at work. Yeah, I was really upset about that too. But I mean, you know, what can you do? I mean, I talked to him, and that was before, people even reported. Like, we didn't even think of it then as a crime or anything. Back then, there wasn't anything anybody would penalize. Plus, he was a willing participant. He turned into a real wild child, but he used to do some wild things anyway. Um, and I already told him, you need to stay away from her. But he wouldn't listen. I'm like, no, don't have your mother coming after me for you being with her. Like, I had nothing to do with it. I told him to stay away from her when they found out. Because it was a little bit before I even found out. And I was like, oh my God, you're kidding me? He was a little wild child. Like I said, they were a really interesting family. It was like one of a kind. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't even say this one. Oh Lord. Although I started, maybe I should say it, but I don't think I can because I'm still traumatized by it. Something they had offered to do for me that was eliminating something. I'll just leave it at that. And I was so shocked. I just was like, no, that's okay. It's like, woo. There were definitely people you wanted to be friends with. You don't want to be their enemy. Oh, oh. Well, I think like I will see her, my friend. I'll see her again. Um, yeah, we used to talk about the Lord and stuff, and when she um was sick, yeah, she like accepted Christ, and she was heartfelt because she was talking to everybody about it. And I found out about this after she had passed because I didn't even know she had passed until, like, I don't know, I found out some kind of backward way. And yeah, so that really made me feel good. I had always thought that we would like hook up again and do some stuff together again, and then I found that out. I think it was before a class reunion or something like that. And she was probably the sweetest one in the family. They all had a good heart, but she was, well, her mother, her brother, and her. I'll leave it at that one. Um, they had the sweetest hearts. And she was, she kind of had maybe a higher moral compass, you might say. But I don't understand how this thing is connecting and if I should be filling it in or leaving it empty. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I miss them. And boy, that mom, she could cook. Boy, she could throw down. She could cook. And where they came from, they lived by the sea or by the ocean, and so she would make a lot of things with seafood, like squid and mussels and things like that. And I didn't really care for shrimp, back then, and I'm still like, like shrimp if it's in gumbo or whatever, or it's deep fried. I'm like I'm okay with it, but I'm not like I'm tearing down, anything to get to it or anything. But she made this, um, what do you call it? The sauce, that people eat shrimp with, the red sauce. She made some one time for some holiday or whatever, and I think she said um she put peach brandy in it, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't know. Anyway, that thing was so good. I could conjure up the taste of that in my mouth just when I thought of it because it was so like incredible. I don't know how she made that. But that was like the best of that I've ever tasted. I can't remember the name of it. Cocktail sauce. That's what they call it. That was because normally I think cocktail sauce is like wah wah wah. No, this one was like banging. It's like explosions in your mouth of things. It was incredible. She was a fantastic cook. I hope I get to see her again too, because I don't know, I think she'd been through a lot of stuff. And part of kind of that side of her, I think, was by necessity. It was out of survival. Hmm. I'm just thinking of her. I see her face. I see her in my in my mind's eye. It's so precious. Oh man, I loved it when one time I got older. I think I was in my late 20s or early 30s, and it turned out even though I had moved like on the opposite side of town from where I grew up, and so it was far away from them too, and I kind of had lost contact because my best friend had gotten married and I had been in her wedding, and then they had wound up moving. I think they were living in New Jersey, and then they moved again somewhere else, but um, her mom wound up moving like around the corner from where I lived as a young adult. So then I would go over there all the time. It was so nice to have them so close, and that was nice. It just was weird because it was like totally the opposite side of town, and then they wound up moving like right not too far away from me, just a few blocks. What time is it? I feel like I've been on. How long have I been on? Hour and 20 minutes. Okay, B Dubs, it was nice to meet you. Good talking to you. Stay cool down there. Enjoy those Reese's, those pumpkin shaped Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah, I need to go so I can get something to eat because I want to eat before 6. So I think I'm going to go too because the only way I'm going to do that is if I just stop because I'll keep going and going because I get in that mode. And it's just like tunnel vision, but I need to really do some stuff. Just, oh, excuse me. Did you hear all that? Wow. I need to eat. That's gas from not eating. I think I want this darker one. Yeah, I gotta go eat. Don't mess up on me now. There we go. Kinda, sorta. Well, we're getting there with this tiny coloring. Y'all know how much I like tiny coloring. Not. But it's getting there. And I do like how it looks, so there is a payoff. It's just, getting there. I like the sparkle. Oh, look at that. I like shiny. I like shiny. Looks like Gollum. What is it? What is it the Gollum would say? What did he call it? My pretty? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up so I can copy that. I like that. The glitter. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me get out of that Gollum mind. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you to all who watch on the replay. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good evening. Have a good week. Bye-bye.